The Jin-Yong Wuxia series novels contain a literary treasure trove, which can be considered the crystallization of human literary thought works. Mr. Jin-Yong's real name is Cha Liangyong, and at that time he was known as the King of Wuxia Novels and was one of the three Swordsmen of Wuxia Novels along with Liang and Liang Yusheng. A group of Wuxia novel fans established a WeChat group, which includes fans from across the Taiwan Strait and overseas, regardless of whether they are in the arts or sciences, mainland or overseas. Jin-Yong's death brought unlimited sorrow to Wuxia novel fans from all over the country. Rereading the Jin-Yong Wuxia series novels, it was discovered that what the readers yearned for is not the martial arts techniques, but the Wuxia feelings of the novel characters and the specific time and space background, how they are combined with the historical development. For example, Jing leaving Mongolia and dying to defend Xiangyang, Zhang Wuji leading the Ming cult to resist the Yuan Empire, Wei Xiaobao was able to deliver the emperor's affairs to the mission in the reign of Emperor Kangxi, etc. This is the imagination space brought to readers by Wuxia novels. Even if Wuxia novels follow the trajectory of historical evolution, the refinement of story elements is the common sublimation of readers' minds. Strictly speaking, the unique martial arts techniques of various sects are not the focus, but how the rivers and lakes children practice chivalry is the real kung fu. However, the author encountered a classmate from Outer Mongolia who said, "The true Mongolians may not agree with the character of Jing in The Legend of the Condor Heroes, who is half Mongolian and half Han. It feels like eating Genghis Khan's tofu. Men who grew up on the Mongolian grasslands are conquering the east and west. How could they go south to defend Xiangyang?" The Southern Song regime did not investigate Jing's family, so it's no wonder that the Mongolians finally took Xiangyang and destroyed the Southern Song. History belongs to history, novels belong to novels. This statement from the Mongolian classmate group woke up the reader, and the worldview of Jin-Yong Wuxia novels is all about the interaction between the Central Plains and the barbarians. Barbarians may be enemies or friends with the Han people, but the worldview of Jin-Yong Wuxia novels may carry too much Han people are supreme feeling, which led to many criticisms of the Jin-Yong series novels, and in his later years, he even asked to rewrite some controversial scenes. However, the distinction between barbarians in Jin-Yong Wuxia series novels is still a controversial issue that is worth debating. During the author's high school years, their Chinese, history, geography, and self-study classes were all accompanied by secretly reading Jin-Yong's martial arts novels, taking up a lot of time. It wasn't until college that the author realized that Genghis Khan actually died in Sichuan, not from Yan Wu's heartbroken palm strike. In actual history, Genghis Khan died in the wars in Sichuan, and it was only his death that allowed Kublai to become the great Khan of Mongolia and laid the foundation for the split of the Mongol Empire and the chaos of the four Khanates. Before the age of 18, the author also believed that there was a Peach Blossom Island along the coast of China, but in fact, Peach Blossom Island is a utopia imagined by Jin-Yong. By 1972, Master Jin-Yong had created a total of 15 long, medium, and short story novels, including well-known works such as The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Return of the Condor Heroes, Heaven Sword and Dragon Saber, 8 Ways of the Dragon, The Laughing in the Wind, and The Deer and the Cauldron. The author once recounted in a Hong Kong book fair that when writing The Laughing in the Wind, it was during the tumultuous period of the Cultural Revolution in China, and the sensitive events and political twists of the time were actually reflected to different degrees in the content of the novel. Looking back now, it was politically incorrect. For example, the author used to be fascinated by the Xingqiu sect in 8 Ways of the Dragon, but after some social experience, he realized that it was an allegory for the Communist Party, where Ding Xuanqiu, the great leader, and Mao Zedong, the great leader, were contrasted. The world of martial arts constructed by Jin-Yong has attracted widespread attention from literary historians. Jin-Yong's novels may have sparked a new wave of Jin studies after the Red Studies of A Dream of Red Mansions, surpassing the historical and literary novels of the same era in his imaginative and creative portrayal of interactions between the Han-centered mindset and the surrounding barbarians. The exploration of Jin studies in literary circles will be endless.